Hey, what up, legends? How's it going? Kiwi and Bacon here. Now, today, for the deck showcase, I've got a quite impressive priest deck created by Zetalot in order to climb all the way up to top 1 legend, best player on the server, and it's actually quite impressive how strong it is. Now, before we actually go into the deck and the gameplay and all, I want to mention that there's a giveaway this Sunday. I'm giving away 7-pack bundle of Hearthstone card packs of the expansion of your choice, of course. Now, if you want to participate in that giveaway, it's quite simple. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel if you're not already, just to be eligible, and then just comment the comment section down below what else you'd like to see me play next, why you should win the card packs, or what I could do to improve the channel, or things like that. Just talk to me, and then I'll enter you in the draw for those packs. Now, we'll go into the game right now. I have the deck tracker that's gonna come up on the side so you guys can see the deck, and I'll explain the plays that I'll be making, and I'm going to try to climb with this deck, and it should be pretty interesting. Hopefully, Zetalot is an excellent player, so the deck is well refined. The list actually works very well, and you'll see we are running 2 Squashlings, we're running Scale Worms, we're even running Skulking Geese, because there has been a burst of taunt druids on the ladder recently. So we'll work with that, and we'll try to crush our opponents, and hopefully we manage to do so. Now, the hand that I'm starting with right now is absolutely atrocious. I'm never gonna keep that. This is literally the same thing except the Psychic Scream. I need something small here.
We have turned our curse into
I'm playing against a Gen Shaman, which is fairly intriguing. Gen Shaman is actually pretty good. I've played it a couple of times on the ladder last week, I think, during stream and all. I had a lot of fun, but I don't know if it's strong enough to defeat this type of deck. This is just way strong. Okay, well, we're gonna get an extra Mind Blast here. Mind Blast is one of the ways to win the game. If not, we also have the Squashlings. Well, I mean, okay, to be completely honest, Shadow Reaper, Anduin with Squashlings, you can Hero Power, play a Squashling, Hero Power again, play the Echo, and then play the Squashling once again. So I mean, there's ways, right? It's feasible to actually deal damage and heal yourself. Just tempo out. It's not that terrible. Now, right here, if he trades into my cleric, that kind of sucks. Though I do have the Duskbreaker. I mean, okay, it's either going to be Duskbreaker or Scale Worm, either or, right? That's guaranteed. The question is, which one? And the other question is, does he trade his ooze into my... Yes, he does. Okay. Well, at least it's dead now, so I don't have to worry about her. So I can just play Duskbreaker and clear everything. So that's not too terrible. That's still a completely legit play. Everything dies. I have a 3/3 on the board. I've got a Scale Worm, so I can play Scale Worm eventually. Okay, he's gotta damage it, or else I'm gonna heal it. Okay, he plays the eel. Okay, so here I could play the Acolyte, or I could play the Scale Worm. My reasoning here is that I'm going to play the Acolyte, because if I play the Scale Worm, then he can just attack into it with the eel and his weapon, and then it just dies. Well, or I mean, the damage that I'll do on the eel will just not actually be worth it or anything. It's just gonna die there, so that's just not good enough. Okay, so I can play the Scale Worm. I can attack here. I got a Drake. I think I'm just gonna... Okay, wait, no. I'm gonna attack with this first. Gonna heal. Now there's not enough damage from just either the axe or the eel to kill it, so he has to use both. Maybe. Yes, he does. Okay, cool. Argent Commander. Alright, cool. Argent Commander is quite fine. I think I'm going to... Okay. My reasoning here is Wild Pyro into Mind Blast, so we remove the Divine Shield. And then next turn I've got a Primordial Drake. Which is a decent reasoning. It's not the best, of course, but it still holds. Right. This is fine. He loses the Divine Shield. And then eventually I play Drake or Shadow Reaper and do some work here. I've got 2 turns of hero powers and squashlings ready, so that's what, 12 damage. And I heal for 8 during those 2 turns, right? Like I mentioned earlier. Hero power, squashling, hero power. Depending on how much damage you took, you can do it the other way around. You can do squashling, hero power, squashling, hero power. Or if you're really, really close to dying, you can just play squashlings. There's multiple things you can do with this. Alright. That's a little annoying, to be completely honest. I think I'm just gonna play Primordial Drake. Remove the Divine Shield, I damage these 2, then... I mean, these 2 guys don't really matter, right? This matters now. Okay then. Okay, it matters a lot. I hate this guy. This is gonna hurt. I can't kill it. That's the problem. I can't actually kill this Corpse Taker right now. Oh, but this is a little bit better. Alright, cool. Let's play the second Drake. We do some clearing. We can give it a little bit of health. Now it's a little bit more complex for him to actually kill it and all. So this is quite good. Oh, Flame Tongue. Okay, well it dies. Okay, it dies. That's all right. He's got a totem and all. Okay, yeah. Oh boy. Here comes the Dustbreaker. And I'm just gonna heal. He's out of cards. That top deck was just nah. Actually, the last 2 cards top deck, those 2 dragons, that was ridiculously good. I got lucky on that one. I still had a chance, I still had chances with, like multiple squashlings and all. But overall, that went quite well. Mostly because of the top decks. But still, I mean, the deck still holds its ground, so you guys should not have any issues at all playing with this. I will gladly recommend this deck. Now, to be fully honest, I am not sure Harrison Jones is required. Though in this matchup, it could have been decent. He had a weapon. So even against shamans, and some druids currently run the twig, and you've got the warlock. I don't see many warriors, so don't worry about those. But hunters have this, they have their weapon. So yeah, this is feasible. I think I'll keep the Harrison Jones just to prove my point. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe he won't get it. But, just maybe. Maybe he'll run a weapon. And then we could just remove it, draw a card. That's good enough, right? For 5 mana? Alright. His turn 1 is... Oh, maybe he's playing just Spell Priest, in which case Harrison Jones is really good. Spell Priest, they have a lot of they have a lot of weapons in their deck. They have usually 3 or 4 sometimes. So this ain't too terrible. I can play my Northshire Cleric. And we'll see. What's up with him right now? Does he play Hero Power? Does he play a spell? Hero Power it is. So nothing too interesting currently.
Right away.
I'll just heal. My heal is just as good as his Hero Power. Actually, no, the heal is... To be fully honest, heal might be a little bit better than the Hunter Hero Power because you can choose targets. Okay, I'll play the Acolyte just in case it's explosive.
Right away.
It's Wandering Monster. Huh. Okay. He'll kill the Northshire Cleric with it. Alright. I'm okay with that. And that's a flanking strike. Okay. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. I do draw a card. I got Anduin. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm almost tempted to play Arison.
Come to me, little one.
But I don't feel like it was good enough. Okay, I have to play Arison.
That belongs in a museum.
There was no way I could just not spend, you know, I can't spend 2 turns doing nothing. That's just not possible. Okay, okay, I see. Alright. Alright, Scale Worm's pretty good. I can play it right here. It deals exactly 5 damage. I can heal it. So I have my Scale Worm still. Now, Alexstrasza, if my opponent is still high health, Alexstrasza's here. We can spend Alexstrasza on his face. We've got the Shadow Reaper. We've got 2 Mind Blasts. So that's what, 16 damage in a turn? That's feasible. Right? That is extremely feasible. So I'm not too scared. I even have Psychic Scream. If he develops too big of a board and all. 3/5 Adapt. Taunt. Alright, Taunt is the best because I can heal and trade. Let's see. +1/+1 kind of sucks. Poisonous. No. Okay then. Whatever. I'll just trade. They'll die. And then I'm good. I still have a 4/9 on the board. That Twilight Drake is really good. That, to be honest, Twilight Drake in this deck is very strong. You don't usually have a good turn 1 or 2. So being able to play Twilight Drake later actually kind of alleviates a little bit of that. Yes, I said the word alleviate properly, I think. I'm quite happy about that. And that makes it so your deck has better of a late game, and I don't know, I just think it works fantastically in this deck. Well, the question is, what is my opponent running? What beasts does he have in store? Is that a freezing trap? It has to be a freezing trap. I think next turn we're going to coin into Alexstrasza. Deal the most damage possible in this game, which is 16 in a turn. Is that, like, without a combo, is that the most damage we can do in this game? That's a great question. I'd like to know the answer. What is the most damage we can do in a turn with 2 cards? It's freezing. Okay. It's not too bad though. I still have Shadow Reaper. Still have Psychic Scream if he fills the board. I'm just hoping he doesn't heal for too much.
I bring life.
Okay. See, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna trade. check this out. I'm gonna attack him for 8.
I will mourn you.
He's at 12, right? I could do 10 with those 2 Mind Blasts, but that's not enough. So I have to Shadow Reaper, and then everything dies except the 2/2. And then next turn I can do exactly 16 damage. Since I don't have any minions, he'd have to, out of his hero power, he would need a boar and the worm, or whatever it's called, that 5/5 for that 4/4 for 5 that has lifesteal and all, and charge into my face. And I don't think that he has that. What is that? Stone Tusk Boar, Shimmering Courser. Okay, yeah, that's just not enough. So you're just dead, which is fantastic. All right. So let's see. Void Form. Mind Blast. Mind Blast. And you're dead. Cool. This deck works pretty well. Alright. This deck actually works pretty well. And I hope you guys see that. Now, again, Zetalot, he's not a nobody. He's a pro player, so he knows what he's doing. This deck actually works very well. And I hope that you at least give it a try on the ladder. Even if you're at rank 13, even if you're at rank 8, it does not matter. Try to climb a little bit. Try this deck out. You'll have a lot of fun with it. It is strong. It is appropriate for the ladder. And it's not too expensive. I mean, it is kind of expensive. But at the same time, most of the cards that are in this deck, there's no new legendary for this set or anything like that in here. Maybe Alexstrasza, not everyone has, or Harrison. If you don't have Harrison, don't worry. Put in Ooze in the deck or a card draw or something, But I mean, apart from that, like the deck is not that expensive, so you guys shouldn't be too worried about that. Apart from that, that is pretty much it for me today. Thanks a lot, everyone, for watching, of course. I hope you enjoyed. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to watch videos like this, informative videos like this one every day. And yeah, that's it for Zetalot's Priest. I'm glad I was able to teach you, or to show you, how the deck works. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.